Dear students, a problem related to force transmissibility is going to be discussed in this lecture video. Find the stiffness of each spring when a refrigerator unit having a mass of 35 kg is to be supported by 3 springs. The force transmitted to the supporting structure is only 10% of the impressed force. The refrigerator unit operates at 480 rpm. So this is the problem statement. So here this 35 kg corresponds to the total mass of the refrigerator unit. So this can be considered as small m. It is supported by 3 springs. The force transmitted to the supporting structure Ft is 10% of the impressed force Fo. And the refrigerator unit operates at 480 rpm. Data can be taken as n. So we can take down the data given in the problem. So the first data corresponds to the mass of the entire refrigerator unit. M is equal to 35 kg. Total number of springs used in the refrigerator unit is 3. Force transmitted to the foundation is 10% of the force applied to the system. So we can have the ratio between Ft and Fo as 10%, which is 0.1. This is the force transmissibility value. Because force transmissibility is defined as the ratio between Ft and Fo. So the force transmissibility value is directly given in the problem as 0.1. The operating speed condition is given in the problem as 480 rpm. So we are asked to calculate the stiffness of each spring. Yes. So in the problem, the data for force transmissibility is given as 0.1. So we can calculate the force transmissibility in another way using the formula root of 1 plus 2 zeta r the whole square divided by root of 1 minus r square the whole square plus 2 zeta r the whole square. There is no data in the problem for the damping condition. So we can assume that there is no damper provided to the system to reduce the vibration. So for no damping condition, we can neglect the effect of damping. So we can consider the damping ratio value as 0. So by substituting the value of zeta as 0 in the epsilon formula, this formula will get simplified as so this term and this term will get cancelled. So in the upper term there will be only one term, that is 1, divided by, in the denominator there will be a term root of 1 minus r square the whole square. So by simplifying this, we will be arriving at the simplified formula 1 by plus or minus 1 minus r square. For the given case, we can have the formula for epsilon as 1 by r square minus 1, because for the given value of epsilon and for the value of zeta as 0, if we consider the formula for epsilon as 1 by 1 minus r square, then we will be getting the value of frequency ratio with the negative sign. So here we have the flexibility to choose plus or minus for the denominator case. So we can consider flexibly the formula for epsilon as 1 by r square minus 1. This value is given in the problem as 0.1. Okay. So r square minus 1 is 1 by 0.1, that is 10. So r square value is 10 plus 1, that is 11. So R value can be calculated as root 11. So root 11 is 3.3166. So this is the frequency ratio value. So frequency ratio, R is the ratio between omega and omega n. So omega is the forced circular frequency and omega n is the natural circular frequency. Omega can be calculated using the relationship equation 2 pi n by 60. So 2 pi into operating speed condition is given in the problem as 600 rpm. So by substituting the speed value, we can get the value of omega as 50.2655 radian per second. So now consider this formula, R is equal to omega by omega n. We have calculated the value of R as 3.3166 is equal to omega value we have calculated in the previous step as 50.2655 divided by omega n. So from which we can calculate the value of omega n as 15.1557 radian per second. And we know the formula for calculating the circular frequency as root of S by m. Omega n is 15.1557 radian per second. Root of S divided by mass of the considered structure as 35 kilogram. So from which we can get the value of S. So to get the value of S, we can square both the sides. So in the left side, the square of 15.1557 is 229.6952 is equal to S by 35. So from which we can get the value of S as 8039.3335 Newton per meter. Okay, so in the problem it is mentioned that totally there are 3 springs used for the refrigerator unit. So this data corresponds to the equivalent stiffness. Okay, so from which we can calculate the stiffness of each spring provided to the refrigerator unit by dividing the equivalent stiffness value by 3. So 8039.3335 by 3, that is 2679.7778 Newton per meter.